No, I want us to suppose add Rashford to your third name now. They play like idiots.
Me, I be Yamal later. No, I
I love
don't.
that.
Me, I dey hate. Don't worry. I just
Fully.
dey watch for back. Me just dey enjoy himself. They go. I just think they want 30 years
Should we
old
don't
woman.
go? Then I ain't carry one
But yeah,
person
now
league
the
match
end
play
life we
like
start
this.
to dey
No
spoil
wahala.
from. I don't see the growth curve.
Drogba did 5 league goals twice. I guess I just this Saka that he doesn't have 5 good seasons.
Hmm.
Drogba doesn't drop double digits. How many times did he enter 20 league goals?
Hmm.
Once.
Hmm.
Once.
Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Football Hub podcast. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thank you.
Who will join later on?
Exactly what I thought. People will join us on the road,
Who
don't
will
worry.
join later on, sir?
I get men for you now. Fisayo, Adidamola, Gerald, Castro,
I mean,
Declan.
now this Arsenal fans we haven't defend where they wrong go
Oh
like this.
yeah. As in, where are
Then
kids
things
these
like
days?
Saka na world class player, God will punish you.
Saka, if no be world class, who you want come put?
Oh guys, Saka no be world class player. Everything he don't do.
Okay. Maybe start like this.
No starts now. Everything they wait for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, now. So, first and foremost, we can't even define waiting the world
Yeah,
class.
now define them. They hear you.
Okay, to the best of my own understanding, world class has to be one of the best players in the world, or arguably best players in the world in a particular position now, at least.
Okay.
So you agree?
I don't agree. Continue.
Why? Okay, may I share the talk again?
Continue.
The standard of world class players
Yeah.
before now, in the sense of maybe players like Rodrygo when he dey play in ball, Robin, players like Neymar. You know, if you compare them to the standard of players now, because generally football is even as good as it was then, at least pleasing to the eye.
True.
So I feel like there is no certain standard you can hold. It's just be respective to the players that are currently playing. Now we go to use rank players now.
Okay. So
You understand?
yeah.
Because if you're going to call Vini a world class player, say, for example, if you take him to the 2000s and maybe 2010s, bro, he might not even rank top 10 in the world. And right now you'll be struggling to find 2 or 3 wingers better than him currently.
I don't agree with that one that won't rank top 10 in the world though.
But yeah,
You
no.
know why I said that?
Why?
Is it based on stats or based on abilities or which one?
Generally now, but what are we using to rank? Now the overview now.
Yeah, but when they bring stats this afternoon, I talk say then they use stats. Like Enejo talks say then they use stats rank world class. Why would they use stats? He brings Saka stats, yeah. We can't bring Bowen stats too for which column for West Ham. Bowen has better stats for West Ham.
See where you place that agenda.
Then you get. So if you are saying Saka is a world class player, Saka has not won anything significant in the past 3 years yet.
Bowen don't win conference, so Bowen don't win conference.
Bowen has won an European trophy. So
Okay, you guys are wait. You guys are talking about winning.
I rather go
you have to win
Yeah.
things to be a world class player now.
Make I talk now. Okay, talk. Finish your thing, they talk.
Sure you get. You have to win things. When we are saying Vinicius as a world class player, Vinicius turns up in Champions League finals, no one. 2 now. Sure you get. Semi-finals, Vinicius in the knockout of Champions League. If you are looking for somebody that will score for you, Vinicius is there, 100%. Do you get? If you are looking at what I call it, GA, Vinicius they vomit 40 like for 3 seasons now, back to back. This last season was apparently like one poor season. He had 21 goals in all competitions. Do you get? That is a world class player. He has won things, performs on big stages, drops the start. Do you get? So if you are bringing all these things now, okay, you are bringing it to Saka. Does Saka perform on the big stage?
Yes.
How? Missing penalties in major tournaments. I beg, Jerry.
Which pens? Men are not even bring that penalty talk. Men are not even bring that penalty. That's a very low blow.
How is
Because
it low?
if Italy had even scored the following penalty, assuming Saka scored, they would have still would you be blaming him
My
then?
bro, listen,
Let
my
him
bro,
score his
Declan. Every big stage I've watched Saka when the world needed him most.
when the team needed him most, when he needed to make a stamp that yes, I am that
If
guy,
they crumble,
he has
I don't
always
hear.
fell behind. Why?
Okay.
I talk and
Bro,
what they say. Listen, my bro, chill first. I talk and what they
yeah.
say. I dey follow one of my guys talk about this Akapi, and I talk say the only thing stopping us now from being the best team in the world is the fact that they are depending on Saka, and Saka is not a player you depend on. Saka is a Robin, don't you get? He's not Batman. He's not the main man. Do you get? He's a guy that
Yeah.
if they had like another main player, let's say prime Alexis Sanchez in that squad, and Saka or the other way, my bro, Arsenal go be something else because
Yeah,
Saka
nah,
go be
that's my
something
point.
else because the pressure no go dey on him. But now the pressure is on him. He's not the guy that wants the pressure. Do you get? World
I dey
class
hear you, I
player
dey
is not
hear
a
you.
world class player. I don't know. Saka has the potential to be right now. I don't know. He's probably the best right winger in the world. I don't know, but world class player. We first need to define what is a world class player. Who is a world class player?
That's exactly what I was saying. Waiting, I think we are all having different definitions. That's why we are all having like different opinions. I
Exactly.
believe that if you're going to call a player world class, it should just be how good they are in that position, or how good they are generally, how important they are for their team, and how many players in the world can you compare to them. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like now, I can say it's that okay, that there's no how you're going to be naming wingers in this world, no matter how you want agenda reach. Currently,
Mhm.
that you will name
Mhm.
5 that you won't put Saka there.
Mhm.
Now, does that now
Yeah.
mean that okay, the standard has dropped so bad that average is even making top 5, or good, or very good, or because I don't believe very good should just be making top 5, or very good would be one of the best wingers in the world.
Mhm.
Is I think that's the opener. World class, like, is
But
on
to
that
me,
pedestal, like
to
that
me,
level.
yeah, I would say Saka just needs. Saka has everything. Honestly, he has everything. But I feel like I won't call him world class because there's still something missing. I just don't. Maybe it's the trophy. Maybe it's
See,
something. But there's
do
still
you know one thing I know
something
100%?
missing.
If Arsenal have won at least one Premier League in the last 3 years that we've been doing rubbish,
Yeah.
this conversation will be very different.
Yeah.
Even with or without Saka's contribution
Yeah.
increasing. I
Yeah.
asked what's his name, Vincent, this same thing that okay, leave Saka start as he did. Assuming we don't win one Premier League with the same contributions he has made,
Yeah.
wouldn't we be calling him world class?
That's another thing.
Yes,
That's
now.
another thing. But the
I'm
thing
not
is,
even going to lie. He can't carry that team alone.
exactly.
That one thing when you talk with the truth. He can't carry that team alone. But if reasonable players did that club, where we say they help him, as himself they push, that
Yeah.
conversation will be very much different. Now, I won't be arguing whether or not it's world class. People will say, person will say that they are best footballer for the season where they win league or they win champion. Why don't you call him world class?
The thing we say here, Saka to me, I feel like there's still something missing. We can't. There's just still something missing from him for me and for
Obviously,
him
he's not
to be a
perfect
world
now.
class player.
Yeah. He get part of
For
his
us to
game
call
self will
him
be
world class,
irritate me.
he has to step up. Yeah, he has to step up. Yeah, there's no denying the fact that he's one of the best right wingers in the world. Obviously, no matter how you want to do the agenda, no matter how you want to cook the agenda reach here, we know he's one of the best right wingers in the world. But the thing is that before you become world class, my bro, you must have, to me, to my own understanding, because this world class matter, they very subjective. My own opinion feel different from your own opinion. The way you see the matter feel different from the way me I see it. But to me, like the way me I see this world class P is that for us to call you world class, yeah, you must have the start. At the same time, you must have yielded huge responsibilities for your team and world football generally. Because every stage we've seen Saka coming from national team to us now when they needed to win the league, losing penalties national team, the PSG penalty loss again. You know, big stages where you need to stamp yourself and make your name. He has always felt
Even
crumble.
He didn't
even that
lose
Madrid
penalty
game. Now don't
against
forget say
PSG,
he still
because
play
against
for that
Arsenal
Madrid
now.
game.
I mean against Madrid, sorry, not
Sure you
against
get.
PSG.
against Madrid. So
But
Sorry,
didn't he
against
still
Madrid.
score?
Against Madrid. Yeah, against Madrid. Sorry.
He still scored now. He still backed himself now.
Yeah, he did, but I mean, do you get what I mean? It's just,
I get what they talk, Sha.
it's just somehow.
But where me I want come football, I want to ask you guys. He was Drogba world class.
yes, now.
Okay.
Drogba was
Make una
world
dey
class.
lie, give una self dey
Wait,
go.
Drogba finished.
yeah,
Drogba
yeah,
finished
state
fourth in
your
Ballon
agenda.
d'Or.
State your
Third.
agenda.
How is Drogba a world class
Make I
player?
start my agenda,
How
abi.
is
State
he a
am.
world class player?
Chill, man, state your agenda. He
10
get with
finals,
you.
10
Chill,
goals.
he want cook
You want
something.
hear
He
yourself?
want cook something.
Hear
Mo
me
see, I dey
now.
with you. I dey with you. I dey with
Okay, I
you.
dey hear you.
Make una hear me. Drogba, if there's anything
Okay,
that Drogba
Rambo
is
won't
known
talk.
for, it is clutch moments. Even me, I can't argue it. They said he has how many 13 goals in 15 finals. How many niggas who even pull up 13 goals in 15 games against stupid teams, sef? Let's talk of finals. Finals will clutch or everything he gets. But outside that, only had one world class season.
Hmm.
Yes, the 29 goals and 14 assists season. I think that was that 9-10 or Drogba did 5 league goals twice. I guess that Jordi Saka that he doesn't have 5 good seasons.
Hmm.
Drogba doesn't drop double digits. How many times did he enter 20 league goals?
Hmm.
Once,
Hmm.
once, 20 league goals once, and you're calling him world class.
I did Chelsea
That's the
fans.
way
Chelsea
Vardy
fans,
does
you
not
guys have to
try.
back your boy. You. This guy don't state one kind of agenda. You have to back your boy now. Rambo.
Declare Arsenal for 2 seasons, and you go see how dumb your players are. Yeah, you can't sit down here and tell us Saka is world class. I beg. Last 3 years, now those years where I did Arsenal, all those stupid boys they blind me. Say they shout world class, Saka. Bro, that boy no be world class at all. No come here and tell us say that boy is world class. See, comot Arsenal for 2 seasons, no support them, no watch their football, and you see how stupid and messed up all the boys are. You are telling me a world class that has not turned up for big games. Oh yeah, more than mention big games wey Saka don turn up for. No, abeg.
Saka they
Like
turn up for
5.
big games. Why you guys saying this
Oh
shit?
yeah,
I
mention
don't
5. Me and you watch that match. This same Saka missed one on. See, you see that free post wey he missed. Till now, I no fit forgive am against PSG.
Make person Econom talk. Make Castro talk. Then after Castro, Rambo will talk.
Oh yeah, you look into our face here. They tell us, Abba now. This same you missed penalty against West Ham. We go use us push enter league, bro. How now? What class? You've not given us any trophy. Like, okay, your name say, okay, you take now this trophy you do. I beg now. Bro, turn up, give us this thing. Let's clap in your name. Say, bro, you turned up this season. Yes, this is what you offered for us. You are not shouting what class. You don't give us trophy. You have not ended any of our trophy draft. The Champions League final, Champions League everything. You no turn up. Now you go, bro. I beg. He's not a world class player, please. Don't keep telling us he's a world class player, please. It's not.
Rambo, I beg,
He's
talk.
not a world
Rambo,
class player.
talk.
Please. I beg, you don't do. He's not a world class player.
Rambo, I beg, talk.
He's not.
Are you people hearing me? On this Saka issue here, you are being too harsh on him. Cause like for the past 4 seasons that I've been watching him, he has been very consistent. So I can confidently say that he's world class. And those vital moments, like that penalty miss against West Ham, and again for England, that PK shootout, you guys should not use those moments to judge him. To be honest, cause he needs a supporting cast. Odegaard is not trying. So what Arteta should just do now is to get a striker. That is just all. That striker now can make everything possible for
Yeah, true,
for
sure.
like fans to see that okay, yeah, this guy has been really trying for us. So
But you know another problem now, yeah? Another
uh,
problem with them that we were saying earlier Sef, is that Arsenal now, they don't know who to buy as their striker. They're having two, they're having two people at the same time that they want to buy. Last week, Fabrizio was saying, oh, it's Sheshko. the other week he's saying Victor. Do you get like the board, the coach, both of them are like, oh, I want this, I want that. Do you get? So at the end of the day, what if they now buy the wrong person and it still continues like this for Arsenal? We're going to now see that, oh, it's because they bought the wrong striker. That's why Saka is not world class yet. I mean, what?
See, the people they are linked to, although I don't fuck with this guy like that, Sesko, but at least 15 goals. I can trust Sesko to give Arsenal like 15 goals in the league.
True.
So
Because
they
the
will
way
be
Arsenal don't play.
so they will be fine.
I beg, you know, don't they divert this talk already? You are telling me now that Arsenal needs a striker for Saka to come out as world class, or what are you saying?
He needs support. That's what they are
Bring
saying.
out the
That
world
it's only
class for
Saka cannot
Saka.
carry the team. That's what they are saying now. That only Saka
Okay,
can
now,
carry the team.
una don't push and say only Saka no okay. I like as they
Bro,
distribute
Saka,
this ball very well. So,
beg, calm down, be calming down, I beg.
Now waiting,
You
I've been
guys are
talk.
too harsh on him.
Now waiting, I've been talk with that. Saka no be with that person if he do him alone. Like he will
Saka
get
dropped,
there. He will
he
get
dropped
there.
25. Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
I did with you.
Yeah.
He dropped 25 goals and assists last season and he was injured for like 4 months. So what are you saying now? He got injured like, was it not December? And he came back when February. So
Okay.
like 4 months.
So how does that make him world class
I
now?
beg, make una dey calm down, I
You know,
beg.
he's saying that Saka can produce enough even without the striker. Sure, he gets
Mm-hmm.
that it doesn't necessarily need to depend on the striker to now become sure he
Mm-hmm.
gets that he can still carry the team as the main man. That Saka is the main
That's
man. That
my
he can be
point.
the main
Saka
man.
is not a main man.
that's the point
He's not the
everybody's
main
saying.
man.
That's what everybody's
Yeah.
saying. He's not the main man.
He's not
Bro,
a
forget
main
striker
man.
and everything. See, now my club, I don't stop to the support them based on things where I don't see. You guys don't get. Una no get. Like, come out agenda. I forget agenda. He's not the main man. Come out Odegaard or anything. If Odegaard no turn up, are you not supposed to come outside and tell them that, yes, I'm turning up. Okay, I'm going to say, oh yeah, oh, you turned up. Forget, he's not the main man, bro. And Ateta, they use you every time. Say, oh yeah, come out, come outshine everybody. Oh no. No, may not forget agenda or anything, bro. Forget he has been playing lots of games.
Saka is not the main man, but guess who always turns up against the big six? Like every season, Saka is always contributing against the big six. So, my guy, I don't know what you're saying.
Now big six win go give
I
you
don't know.
trophy. But boy, you don't share
Is
now.
that your what? Is that the trophy you want to win? That's always this is why. Oh my God! This is why.
See the talk. Is that not
What you
big
dey
six?
talk? Is
That's
that
the
bro?
pedestal.
Is it the only one? Is it the only one turning up against bro? Omot is turning up against Big Six. What's the Big Six? Who are the Big Six? Man City and Liverpool and who again? Now only Bruno no dey turn up. Bruno no dey turn up. Rashford did not turn up. Rashford when he came, he turned up against all big six.
He no
But he
get
didn't want
goal against
you want your
Rich
when
Rashford.
Rashida dey in prime. Saka is not him. May una tear down. He's not a world class, he's not a world class. Don't bring a world class that don't even have a trophy to his name.
When
You go come out
Rashida dey
Arsenal
play
now.
football,
You go come out Arsenal
Saka
now,
no
you go
get
talk
goal
say you are a
against
world class. What's world class? You don't have a trophy to your
Let's make everybody calm down. Tensions don't dey rise too much. Make una relax, I beg. Saka, oh yeah, please, Declan Beans, I beg, talk. I don't give you my courage. Declan Beans, talk. Rambo won't talk too. Yeah, Rambo fit talk now.
We don't calm down.
Yeah, everybody don't calm down now. Everybody don't calm down.
Now because say Saka dey play for Arsenal, sha. Na just the only thing. See, Arsenal's board, they should just act well, like this window. If they can act well this window, then maybe next season, trophies can come. That's the only thing I want to say, sir. I'm done.
Who else won't talk, I beg?
Person talk say because say Saka dey turn up against Big Six. Now world class player. You know how many goals Rashford get against Big Six? I say you know when Rashida they play ball for me, you know how many they knock everybody, Manchester Derby, Liverpool, Chelsea, anybody. But we don't still be world class now. Upon say Rashford even win trophy. But we don't still be world class player. You turn up against B6. If you like, no turn up, who send you? Wait till you win, bros. That's the point now.
See for example, see Hazard for Chelsea. Everybody rate Hazard, but people still dey watch on now on top say he win those trophies. In dey turn up for Big Six. In dey turn up for Big Six and all that pay. So yeah, you need to win trophies. You need
As
to win
Hazard
things
take
before.
good reach, maybe say if I want play
Yeah.
Hazard the next day, I know they sleep well. Till today,
Sure you
agenda
get.
still dey day on top Hazard tomorrow.
Exactly. So you
You know
need to
get
win things.
Hazard win things oh.
Remember, you fit talk.
You know how many Premier League Hazard
Yeah.
win? Go check Hazard individual
Yeah.
trophy cabinet. World class player.
Remember, you fit talk.
No worry. Make that no worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who else want talk abeg? I dey feel you never talk anything about this account
Person
you. You go call am
person will
left
get
back
good
now.
things. Person will get good things for Club World Cup.
Oh, I wish say Sheyi dey here like this guy. Now Sheyi fit hear me
Say
explain this thing very
if
well.
I done they cry like this. That's not one wound down.
Baka fans say Rafinha na world class
All
player.
this ones we not even serious.
Oh.
Rafinha and a world class player on top say
Rafinha na world class player.
these people not even serious. They're supposed slap
Oh
some
God.
Barca fans. Like some Barca fans need slap. Because Rafinha a world class
Guy,
player.
many of
Because of
them.
one Fugazi season. Now not even real.
Even to me, Yamal is not world class yet too. He's a world class talent.
Yeah?
Sure you get. Na world class talent. No be world class. Make you do next season, we will see abeg. He go do am, but we will see am. Sure you
All these
get.
ones we Yamal they do. I just did the observe for the back roads, for the corners. I just be wait. Me I be Yamal later, no I
I
damn.
like that.
Me I dey hate. No worry. I just dey
Fully.
watch for back. Me just dey enjoy himself the go. I hear saying they 130 years
Shebi
old
don
woman.
dey. And I ain't carry one
Oh yeah
30-year-old
now
woman
there in
today
life we
like
start
this.
to dey
No
spoil
wahala.
from. I don't see the growth curve. Now there in life with this.
Na Fatima
Now
I
then
carry. They say na Fatima.
sorry?
They say na Fatima I
Ah
carry.
hey, almost 70 years old, I don't die. Jesus Christ. You know even go for
Back in
Okay,
the
okay.
day,
Say, una want me rich guy. Una want me rich guy, they carry small girl. I don't understand you now.
he get mates for there now. No be 17-year-old. No go carry him mates now. He the mad
How
30-year-old like
now?
that.
He no dey meet level again now. Ah,
No worry now. We go see the results next season. Make you try and drop
Hendrick,
that 20 goal for league.
Hendrick, we no good. You know, see, I would get Hendrick marrying.
no be why life spoil.
Hendrick no.
It is saying ordinary how your life takes spoil. They get.
No worry. This one go help your mouth. This one should go help your mouth.
Oh yeah now here we do now.
Wetin
Help
I
your
think
mouth.
about these Club World Cup games wey they don't play so far.
Man, this Club World Cup thing is I don't know, it's just not giving
Yeah,
it's not
make them
giving
leave my players. Make my players go rest abeg.
to be
Now
honest.
they just
But I feel
they
like
stress the organization right.
I feel you to start gaining hype like towards the quarterfinals and shit. I feel you to start gaining hype towards that quarterfinal, semi-final period, because the games are actually
Maybe
for now the games are so
But for
pointless.
now,
I don't
see
see any
wetin
point,
Dortmund play today.
to be honest. I don't see any points in those games. But guys, let's be real. What do you guys think of Rodrygo under Xabi Alonso now? Like, what future do you guys see for him?
Now, if you don't watch Alonso, but may talk now. If we are talk,
He can't talk. He can't talk. He's under attack. Benue boy.
which
You want me
attack?
to push him?
Like they don't kidnap him. Because now Benue they serve. Like saying Depa don't create bandits guys.
I don't think Madrid is going to sell Rodrygo anytime soon. Anybody who won't buy him just the fool at the moment. Like this. Now, what I think with that. I don't think
What I
Madrid
think
is
of
that
is
kind of player.
Madrid don't want to sell him. Maybe not yet.
Why? Why do you
For
think they
them,
want to sell him?
and
But
I've not really seen him linked with any other club, maybe apart from Arsenal.
it's Arsenal now. It's Arsenal that is still looking around.
Yeah.
Guys.
Yeah, but the thing
So,
is like
but
my so I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. My question is what future does he hold under Xabi Alonso? Like, if you guys are looking at Xabi Alonso's game, where do you guys think Rodrygo is going to fit in the whole system? Because I'm looking at it and honestly, I just don't see any. Because number one is he's not even the main man. He has never been the main man. He has always been overlooked in that Madrid team. So I'm just thinking of different possibilities for him. Is leaving the best thing for him right now, or what do you guys think?
I don't feel he's overlooked. He's just placed perfectly because first of all, Rodrygo no dey give you consistency. Number one. They give you the goals where any of those fours they drop. Even they score read drip
Oh,
stuff. Sure you get first of all.
yeah.
Sure you get assist too. He's not crazy there. If you don't drop in 8 goals and he 4
Call it a
assists
day.
every season, don't call him a leader and he get injury problems. God, that boy the injury every season. At least 1 month or 2 months every season. That guy the injury.
Yeah.
Sure you get. Alabi, if you talk, I don't give you mic.
But this Xabi Alonso, I don't know if he wants to like stick to this three at the back gimmick in Madrid. I don't know, man. I don't see it working. I don't.
For me, he has to work because of Arnold. I
Yeah,
want play
exactly. He
Arnold.
has Arnold now. I don't know what he wants to do. As in playing three at the back here with Alexander Arnold would actually not be a bad idea, to be honest, because he relieves Arnold of that defensive duty of being the one to face the winger all the time. Because he has a wide centre back that will cover up for him every time. So I don't know.
Now see yesterday why Diaz don't sign new contract. Waiting down on me for Rodrygo future for Madrid now. With that Diaz new contract.
That's exactly what I was also saying. Like, Diaz signed a new contract recently. Like, what does it mean for Rodrygo's future? I mean, Diaz has never really like been his direct substitute or like his competitor or something. But I feel like Xabi Alonso is going to fancy Brian Diaz over Rodrygo. But I never know. Like, you never know. You never know how it goes with these people. That's just it. But generally, let's just see how it goes.
Actually, man, I feel he will leave. He will leave, but it's transferring. It will be at the end. I'm not just because people might think it's a bias or something. But man, I feel the Rodrygo transfer will be at the end of the window. Like, at the end of the window, like, when I don't see, this team, and I don't feel empowered again. Now, it's the reason, say, I also still the wine, I'm saying.
Alonso, they whine now.
But now, when season starts, now, when you don't see, this team, be like say to enter now go there for me. This guy from River Plate, where they signed the guy for 62.5. I don't feel say that kind of signing go come chop bench. Diaz don't sign a contract. So and the way Alonso plays again now, I just feel say this is the best time for him to move. He has won everything. So just do this, and I pray say all be serious, copper myself because we don't waste time. I beg. I pay my club signing sharp. So that's what I feel about him now because and I feel another thing that might happen again is maybe this global cup they want to play now. Maybe can get better performance. I also might want to think of another thing. And also might want to think of another thing that this guy get better performance for global cup. So all these things is a factor. all these things is the part.
Yeah. Another angle be that. They feel just want to use this Club World Cup. See, I feel like this Club World Cup, they'll use it to access everybody generally in that squad, not only Rodrygo, but because of the noise around Rodrygo now, it's going to be the main point of focus right now. But generally, and also this Club World Cup is going to be like what they're going to use to access this Xabi Alonso system. I don't know where Madrid is playing. I think it's tomorrow. I think, I think they're playing tomorrow against Al Hilal. So they'll just use this Club World Cup to see how that system is going to work out. I can't wait to see what it's going to do. Maybe it's a 3 at the back. Maybe it's going to be 4 at the back. I don't know, because I think he said in one of the interviews that what works in Bayer Leverkusen might not work with Madrid, and he might not actually use a 3 at the back system.
I definitely if you talk now.
So I don't know.
But man, I see that 3 at the back will work for them because of Trent actually. And now I mean, if you see this 3 at the back will work.
But you know, Trent Alexander, I know there's no problem with playing fullback, like not wing back, like fullback.
Yes, now, yes.
All right. Finally, I did say make I talk since
You don't
it
come.
mute me. God, judge all of them one by one. I just before we quickly move on, right? I just wanted to touch base on before I get swept under the water on that world class conversation. I think if we're talking about world class, we are going to have to be specific about the generation we're talking about, because I feel like it differs from generation to generation. If we look at what Ronaldo and Messi did, nobody is doing that for 15 plus years. Nobody is doing that. So if we're looking at it from those lens and we're expecting Bukayo Saka to be world class, it can never be. And if we're going by those standards, we'll have maybe just 1 or 2 players in every 5-6 years that would be world class. So I just personal opinion, I do not think Saka is world class, because for a world class player, it's not just about ability, it's also about mentality. In the big games where you're needed to turn up, do you have the cojones? Do you have the balls like to drag the game by the scruff of its neck? Can you deliver world class performances against world class players? We can say Lamine Yamal is not world class, right? But that performance against Inter across 2 legs is a world class performance. In fact, it got to a certain point where obviously the legs were jaded, and they just kept giving him the ball that we trust you, do your thing, right? So I'm yet to see a performance like that from Saka. Someone mentioned the game against Arsenal. The game against Real Madrid, but he folded. He lost the penalty. Yes, Arsenal did well as a team, but if your team is not doing well, you as an individual, can you bring out the best? It's not just about numbers now. If we're talking world class, we can say Frank Ribery had a world class season in 2013. He didn't really have the numbers, but he was able to, turn his team against the tide. That's one side. Then I just want to quickly touch base on the Alonso Rodrygo P. From how I see it, with the way Diaz has renewed his deal, I think Alonso plans on making Diaz the Florian Wirtz he had at Leverkusen. So when Alonso first got to Bayer Leverkusen, he didn't start with a back 4. He didn't start with a back 3, rather. He started with a back 4. Piero, Nkapie, and then Frimpong as right and left backs. But as time went on, tweaked the system here and there. Now, if I don't know if you guys have really watched Leverkusen, but the role Nkapie plays is exactly what Bastoni does at Inter. That underlapping defender that becomes a fullback when you're on the ball, and then when you're off the ball, just balancing things out. So that's what he does. I don't think that's going to happen at Real Madrid. I don't see the particular defender that fits that profile. Yes, Denhausen is a ball-playing player, but I don't know if he has that energy to do those runs up and down. But I don't know how Rodrygo is going to fit into those plans, because I personally don't see it. I don't see it. If they have a lot of And they just signed this nigga that looks like Pastor Shola from CCI. I don't know his name. And the other Mastantunio, is that it? I can't really recall the spelling. But they are bringing in these players, and I'm sure they would have briefed the coach that okay, this is this player, this is this plan. They might not even play the guy now; it might be for the future, like a Vinicius project or whatnot. But we also have to know that they have Adagule, they have Hendrick, and they are still looking for an Oselu type of striker. So it's going to be tough. But we know that some people are untouchable. We know Jude is untouchable. We know Kylian Mbappe is untouchable. We know Vinicius is untouchable. But we are not so sure of that with Rodrygo. Rodrygo is even the person that feels like he can be easily disposed out of all of the attackers that they currently have. So I don't know.
So back to about this world class matter. Though I only joined at that time. Though on Saka being a world class, I'll just be frank. He's not a world class. Does he have the potential to be a world class? Yes, he has. That's just my own point of view. Though Saka have some type of performance that is stand up that from one performance this season I remember it was not even Madrid, it was Liverpool. It was Liverpool versus Arsenal. At home. The way he played and he was not 100% fit for that game. He wasn't 100% fit for that game. Like look at the way he drilled Liverpool, look at the way he drilled Roberts in that day. Like even McAllister was even trying to come and cover for like even ball he has the potential to be. He has this season. I feel this season, if not for that injury, I feel this season in terms of output. This is that last season was a best season, if not for that injury, in terms of output. Because and there was one like even Rice. There was one time like the interviewed Rice like the interview Rice on one. There was one assist Saka should have gotten. So then I interviewed Rice. Rice was asked, the journalist now said, Saka didn't go the assist. Rice now said, it's painful because he's chasing that early record. At that time, Saka was on mid-season, he was almost close to like 10 assists now. So I think even not because of injury, in terms of output, this is have been his best season. So in world class, currently not a world class. If they are judging on based on the specific history and based on the things we used to judge world class, like Adekunle said, is not a world class, but potentially to be a world class. But I just don't know. But me, I feel with what Lamine Yamal has done now, me, I still feel like he has a range of that world class. I don't know, just because if they ask all those former players, they used to ask them on this interview stuff, like, is this guy a world class? Is this guy, most of them will be calling Yamal a world class player. Like, these are former players or ex-players who saying that he's a world class. So, yeah, I just feel, personally, I feel that Yamal is a world class. Like, he's like, the guy,
Sorry to cut you, right? Sorry to cut you. But I believe that there can be like very good players, extraordinary players that will have world class seasons, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are world class.
yes,
Thank you.
When your 20 goals and
yes.
get you attention, need to get you traction. But what are you doing with it? It's like that Hurricane 2018, 2019, 2020, 35 goals and assists in all competitions. But when would be absent, right? So it's good to have numbers. It's good to team when you need it, but in the big moments, can you decide games? Can you decide trophies? So that's why I just wanted to make the point that you can be a very good player, have a world class season, but are you consistent with it? What are you doing in the big games? Can you win your team a trophy against all odds? Do you get? So like if we're talking strictly numbers, Oli Watkins did 19 goals. Does that mean he's world class? No. Do you get? We could also give examples. Jared Bowen has been pretty decent. In fact, his stats are similar to Saka's, if not better. Does that make him world class? No. In fact, we could even give we could twist this agenda and push it all the way that West Ham have a very terrible squad compared to Arsenal, and it still has good numbers. So it's about what you do with it. If you are consistent with it, can you win trophies with it? That's just it. There's always going to be a bit of nuance and bias because in the end it's personal opinion. But at some point, they get to a point this is world class. Like when Benzema was a flop for so many years, but when his time came, he was undoubted. Everybody knew he was going to win the Ballon d'Or. Nobody, he couldn't be contested. Do you get what I mean? So,
Though from the aspect of like showing up when it matters, Saka still lack from that aspect. Like crunch time, like he always puts yes, I won't lie, yes, he still lack from that aspect. Though you look like this now, Saka himself is not that young Saka, he's not that star boy Saka. Like no, he's 23, but that 23 he's like saying don't be like 25, 26, 27, because so as it stands, because yeah, at times with time and everything, maybe it will change from showing when it's matter most. Yes, it's very crucial. I hate Saka playing penalty when it matters most. Like I'm always scared. That day against Madrid now, I was so scared. Like this guy will lose this thing. See this guy, I will feel like when it matters most. So it lack down. I won't like yes, he has potential to be. That's just from my own point of view. He has potential to be work. And if he keeps going, because the guy, what I know is the guy is just like he's a mentality monster. Like the mentality big there. Like I feel bad for like some guy. Again, all this agenda right they say recently say as per waiting they play for England. It was even like Arsenal fans that is pushing the agenda that it's gone. It's not like before because of the injury. The same guy that played two crunch in the UEFA Champions League match against Madrid, against PSG, like even against PSG, I mean, he was still at best player both legs. The way he was playing, you tell me that he's finished because of first, but he has the potential to be. But from a different point of view, yes, you are right. Like when it matters most, that's when you have to show. That's when the Ronaldo of them, the Ronaldo. After I say, when you say if you don't reach much time to go show see Neymar against PSG. So that's when you know when your team needs you. See Salah too. I will always be there. So
Bagwan, yeah. So like that's that for that, man. Saka knows what he's gonna do with his life at the end of the day. He knows what he needs to do to be world class, but that's that one don't pass out. So how is this transfer window going? Like, what do you guys think about this current transfer window, man? Because the way it's going, I don't know. Teams are being more cautious now, right? That's exactly what I'm seeing now. Like, teams are not like they don't want to overspend on players anymore, and I genuinely don't know why. Especially Premier League teams, given the fact that most Premier League teams now they have very good PSR and they can actually spend, but everybody's just being cautious. And I don't know. What do you guys think, Adifulu? What do you think? What's the reason?
finally they go through the corner, just talk directly. Now after they follow talk now.
quick one here. The thing is, like, now, like I said before, the other space, to buy players now, yeah, it's everything is on the rise. The transfer fees, once club realize the quality you have, the transfer inflated. I mean, RB Leipzig is demanding 80 to 100 for Benjamin Sesko. And to be fair, he doesn't even boast the goal scoring record that Gyökeres has. Right? Gyökeres, his numbers are nuts. And then his party, Sporting are asking for 60 to 70. But the grand scheme of things is this. If you play Football Manager, you know the way contracts are measured is not just the salary the player is going to earn, and it's not just the transfer, it is the total package. So it's why you can buy a player for 40 million, but for the next 5 years, the deal is going to amount up to about 200 million. Right, we're talking about 200 million euros. So that's a very big risk. So say you buy a player for 40 million, you place him on 200k a week. So that's like rough give or take, right? Let's say you are dealing with like 25 million annually, plus the money you bought him, plus bonuses, plus everything. At the end of like 5 years, you are dealing with almost 200 million that you would have recouped for this player, that you would have, given out just for this player alone. And with that, there is no risk. There's no assurance that this player is going to ball.
Exactly.
So I think people are just trying to play safe. That okay, let's look at these players. Let's look at the situations they've been in, the clubs they've played for. They've been against the odds. Look at Ryan. I think of Pep's signings, I think Ryan Cherokee is the only one that might have it tough because he's just coming from Lyon, right? And people could say he's good, he's all this, he's all that. I just need you to look at the numbers of Memphis Depay and Nabil Fekir at Lyon. They were putting insane numbers. Outside of the league, they didn't do so much. So I think he's the only one that has a point to prove. But looking at where Rangers come from, they've given him slander name anyway, Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
Looking at where he came from, right? How he's built himself up to Milan, you can tell that okay, when they go and get stuff, this guy can get things done. And looking at Ait Nouri as well, coming from a team that battled relegation, he can get things done. Cherokee, can he be somebody that the team depends on? They get the kind of thing. So I think, but it didn't cost much anyway. It's just 40 mil.
Exactly.
So I think everybody is just trying to be, especially in the striker market.
Yeah.
There is no assurance. There is no assurance of anything. So yeah, people are saying Osimhen does this, Osimhen does that. But if we take a look at, I don't know if you guys listen to The Rest is Football. There was a time David Moyes said that I wanted to sign Michael Richards from Manchester City, but then they did background check on him, and then they found out that his nightlife wasn't so pleasant, always clubbing and whatnot, and they decided against signing him. So, and we might take it as jokes or banter that Osimhen's party poopers, the people that he surrounds himself with and whatnot. But clubs look at these things as well. We also have to know that Manchester United, they punished Garnacho internally because his brother was always leaking the lineups.
Yeah.
Also, we could joke about, Ashwaji Larry is going to collect £20,000 from Osimhen's salary or whatnot. But this club sees these things, and I don't think any club is going to want Amorim or whatever coach is going to be under to, come and coach Shekpe after things don't go your way. So it's all very dicey. Yes, Osimhen might be worth the money, but what about the environment? Oh yes, it might be a good investment for Gyökeres or Šeško, but will they perform? So they're just, and the thing is, there's no outright assurance on any of these people. I feel like if it was an era where Erling Haaland was in the market, everybody would spend their money on him. Yeah. Right? He has good surroundings and whatever. So it's just what it is.
Yeah, I fuck with that, honestly. Like, you said a lot still, but like, I fuck with what you said, to be honest. The environment is actually very important, especially when you want to buy a player like that, player that you would depend on, you are going to give like everything.
Yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
Yeah.
See for example now, for Jack with the bet on top of Osimhen head, he post am for Twitter.
That Poja na very big thing.
Like, which club will see that kind of thing?
You get?
He no say they know the bet or all those kind of things.
He know. I feel like he know. I know just if you don't know, maybe like ignorance.
Why don't know be journalist now photographer he be Jerry.
Maybe
why are they talking it now?
Sorry?
What you talk about?
I think it's a mistake.
Okay.
Or for Poja.
Yeah,
I said for Poja, I don't understand the guy. Like,
he no know these things. Now photographer we just do
This matter, don't talk serious. Like, why me, I think that stuff is that community is part of the reason why clubs are like that's a how we love and we see all those type of things now. Like
Shay, speak up. Shay, speak up.
I feel say that will see me matter. My still I don't dey talk am since now. The reason why top clubs are not coming from it, like the reason why you are not saying top clubs coming from it, like me I still feel is because of that stuff with maybe that video, that live video, like the, like how like she don't know maybe on top something wey be say no wrong and make I can't give instance see Atlanta coach wey blast Lookman call Lookman out say this like do we even like you need to do better as a professional now you be pro now you no dey play amateur now like call dey go like your people call dey talk back or maybe call dey do like on top something wey be say e no really talk you know like I don't know im agent too im agent sef dey part of people wey dey kill am because if im agent if im get better agent wey dey follow am talk all this stuff no for dey happen all this poja wey go dey place bet on am for next club wey dey go no dey happen how you go dey like the baba foot go quickly believe that stuff because he know say he don't do like the guy I no just understand because he's a really good player he check out this day on the come dey use your this thing come dey no like, I don't talk am sense now it's not even about the money but talking of the money that they will pay 700 no club for Europe fit pay Osimhen 700k na wetin me I know now I still feel say some clubs fit still pay Osimhen they fit still play Osimhen 200 and I 600 250 300 they can still pay we are paying Kai 285 so why you no fit come pay Osimhen 300 why 300 per week why but there's something more
Good evening.
there's something more to it than we don't
You
know
no raise up your hand, Gaffa. You just dey talk.
there's something more to it that we don't know
Sorry,
so now wetin I just
sorry. This Osimhen betting, this Poja betting on Osimhen, me I no go lie. I feel say not too much of availability on Osimhen. Like he's always everywhere with them. Today you see him with Poja, tomorrow you see him with Larry. Today you like do you get is the availability with them is too much. Like he's always with them. So I feel that gives them more like that will to like see finish, like bet on his head, like okay, should be him talk and when we there around, so make I just play. Koja has that sense. He's a photographer, he's on social media, he sees everything. Not too much availability. Why can't they place a bet on Lookman that okay, this is where Lookman is going to, okay, this is where Saka. No. Osimhen is always everywhere with them. It's always Boniface is not always like this with all of them now. Not be every time we always see Boniface with them, Larry them. No. Not be every time we do it thing on Twitter, it will come out.
someone said they deal with them but wetin that one dey with
Yeah.
like he no gain that popularity like Osimhen he don't gain that one say they deal with them now but Osimhen the guy no be top professional guy abeg continue.
Sorry, Kelvin, you want to talk? Go on.
Yeah, hey, Alpha Fola, good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So yeah, I was talking about this Osimhen thing for last one days ago, and to an extent, I blame him and I don't blame him. And here's why I really don't blame him that much. This guy, he didn't grow up from a rich family. He na proper street boy. And if you look at some of these celebs or like popular people in Nigeria, maybe say like they started from little and then maybe let me not call it stroke of luck, but God just helped them and then blew. Most of these guys, they don't usually move with some of these people don't usually move with people that have sense in quote. Especially this Osimhen issue. Before it used to be him posting memes, posting some funny things on his social media pages, which everybody complained about. But then he said the birth of his daughter helped him and then he stopped that. But see, you cannot be moving with people like me personally. I won't rate you if the people that I'm seeing you move with are people like Very Dark Man, Larry, and all those guys. Those guys will not. You are a footballer. I mean, I sometimes I question whether the guy knows how big his brand is, because if he knows how big his brand is, I'm not saying don't move with these kind of guys, but they are limited information. See this guy, we just go Turkey. Bucci. Bucci don't go Turkey all of a sudden. Bucci don't turn Fabrizio Romano all of a sudden. And if he's not careful, this kind of people can affect him. And that's what someone was saying. I think it was Tunde Koiki that was saying when clubs want to make transfers, they go deep into the lives. So next thing, I also don't believe it is maybe I don't think it's like the major reason is about his life. I think that is maybe that's like a little part, but I don't think that's like the major reason, because a lot of these footballers, they get very, very funny lifestyles, a whole lot of them. But at the end of the day, a lot of them still get moves. Because at the end of the day, if club wants you, if your talent is that crazy and the club really wants you, they will surely go for you now. It's not Balotelli that played for Manchester City. If a club wants you, they will surely go for you. And it's not like, okay, yeah, Osimhen has had one or two issues, but it's not like it's a constant thing. And I'm sure they would have had these conversations with him and they would have decided. And I think part of the problem with his own transfer is the money involved. This guy is earning, I think he's the highest paid in Galatasaray right now. He's earning almost 200k per week. And then you are telling him to come to England where there's like 40% tax. So basically, if you are going to be offering him, say, you are going to be offering him 200k per week, I think his salary is going to be like maybe 120k or so. And that is like a big step down for him. So I think that is also part of the issue. That's why you see someone like all these Shana Larry talk and reach their bill talk and see if you see the amount they were offering Osimhen. Now why you go see all these kind of people get out to come they talk all these kind of things outside. But you know go also blame the clubs, because them too now business. They don't care whether there's tax or anything. They shall know the amount that they are offering you. I mean look at someone like Leroy Sani. I think I wrote about him some days ago. If Leroy Sani was in the Premier League, he would be the second highest paid player. That is like if you calculate US tax, which what naturally is what he's earning is not up to what Salah is earning, but it's just the tax and all. So all these kind of things factor. But I personally don't think it's an attitude issue, because if it's attitude, a lot of footballers get a lot of attitude. I personally don't know what the issue is, but why I believe that attitude might be, if it's attitude, maybe it's very, 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 that's not like the main thing. There must be one or two other things, especially with the payment, but I really don't think that attitude is like the major thing.
Yeah, done. Yeah, I hear you. You talk. You spoke well, Sha, to be fair. Because if we are looking at attitude, Suarez literally beat somebody and was on like, I think, a 3 month suspension or something. And Baka still carry, carry money paste for there. He was on suspension while he was at Baka. Baka waited till January or so before he even kicked the ball for them at all. And sure you get, so it's more than just
Well, sorry
the
to cut
money.
you. Sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
But in the end, like I said, it's all about having a right team around you to clean up the mess. If Osimhen, I mean, let's just picture it. If Osimhen bites someone on the pitch, does he have a PR team that can clean up the mess? But if it does something of that gravity, bro, I personally think his career in Europe is
I'm
done
going
for.
to do PR for Twitter now. Let you do Twitter now. All this
You are not influencing Nigeria. That's the thing. This is something that is on the world stage, right? Like Kevin said, I don't think he realizes how much of a big brand he is. And I think sometimes it trickles down into the decisions he makes. Like, for example, his agent. With the kind of talent you have, look at George Mendes is Joe Felix's agent. That boy isn't good.
Yeah.
He has played for Atletico. He has played for Barcelona. He has played for Chelsea twice. Do you get? You need somebody to be
He's
able to
playing for
walk
AC
into the
Milan now.
corridors. Do you get? You need somebody to be able to walk into the corridors of these big clubs and then put your name on a top slate that this guy, like my client, can do this, can do that. We don't even know if his agent is anything right now because we are not yet. How is it insane that the big source of these deals have been from the scrap mouths of these so-called influencers? And I mean, it's not bad to be surrounded by your day ones. I think it's a good thing. But if you are going to have them private details of your life, just have them sign non-disclosure agreements that they can't disclose these things. Because that betting stuff that Puja put out, if FIFA took it seriously, it could end his career. You cannot bet on the future of a player once you have inside information. You cannot do that. If they take you to see court of sports appeal, you're done for. So I don't think he himself recognizes the gravity of these things. But anyway, I think in the end, I don't think he stays at Galatasaray. It's just going to be
Gaffer,
very
you can talk. Gaffer, if you talk. I want to
surprising
ask,
how it
I
will
beg.
end up.
I want to
Greet you,
ask.
bros. I greet you. I don't first greet you.
Confirm
Let me
journalist.
greet that bros with the back. I greet you. I greet you, bros. The matter be
Sorry,
say
please.
now.
Before somebody goes far. Person talk say Osimhen dey accessible. I beg Osimhen no dey accessible like that too. Now this guy wey fit reach and I fit reach am.
Bros, I don't first greet you. But let me greet that bros with the back. Osimhen still dey
Gaffer, just
accessible.
talk.
Osimhen dey accessible. Let me tell you. That guy, he does not know that he's a footballer, he's a star yet. I don't think he knows that. The way that he's allowing all these ones to come and be tricking out in matter that did not concern them. Even ordinary, what do they call them? All these small boys, will be like say they just blew for Premier League. Will be like say them Daniel James life don't spoil. But if you see like maybe their friends, they go online, go do anyhow because them gather deep. Even if their life spoil, I be their life no spoil. Like the way Puja they do like say if he like say Osimhen na just the guy is a fucking like the guy get money like with forget that the money that he wants to come and make, he wants to like increase the money or whatever. Osimhen is not like somebody that you can just be talking to anyhow in Nigeria. Say them Martins, say them girlfriend if you go to bet on top their future. Does not make any sense now because Osimhen has maybe told you something or you guys have sat down, but it's your be there you one day. He just said something that I don't enter that Chelsea. You be like saying that something I go. You just go use that one. Like this guy was saying, if he ruin his career with that stupid bet where he go make, if everything just goes down now. And if something's up, get PR, this thing if you clean them up. All these foolish puja, go see them online. And go see them online. Chat, my own take with that chat.
Sheikh Poja na
You don't even know if you be journalist. You don't know what they do. Just know say one guy Poja, he just turn himself to Fabrizio. They give us Lamba.
Would you do that? Oh God, I'm okay.
I greet you, bros. I don't first greet that bros with the back. Let me greet that one with the back too. Thank you, bros.
Even make yourself be part of people with the owner. I see one
Obi Mikel. That man is devil.
He with the last success, but no be the last.
But still waiting the fans want to that. Guy, if you know that they pray, make them sign with me, make person sign and make it just go, make it pay Mikel. Make it suck out for him, but this say just no later can at least he go stop to talk about Mikel. Sure you get talk about Osimhen. Any small thing like this. Mikel not P-square, see that P-square one.
God.
See that P-square that day.
Osimhen and Salah, who is more popular? Like in Africa, who is more popular?
And I follow. Eh?
Who is more popular? Is it popular than Mane?
As in those
Yeah.
things own dey vex me o. Those ones wey dey say we are part of the kinikan, we will go and do something, we come to Chelsea, abi how dey take talk am? God go punish their papa. But shey
No
na
be them go
Osimhen,
pay the salary.
like see how they are even talking because say Naija go just enter everywhere spoil am. Ah,
No, normal. You never enter square and we never do us.
By the way, I think just so we're clear, right? I think we also know that Lukman is on the move this summer, right? Wilfred Ndidi is on the move this summer. Paulo Noachi is on the move. Heck, even Boniface could move this summer. These
Boniface
boys,
is leaving now.
that's what I'm
That one
saying. Like, there's no buzz. There's no buzz. They will move eventually.
yeah.
And then by the time they're going to move, they will get the buzz. And then we'll probably just see pictures that they've signed with this club. This is how much. And then that's how it will die. That's how it's supposed to be. This whole thing, I don't know, man. So, until next time, I beg.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah?
So it's a,
even this
okay.
is
Sorry, we
this
have
is not
like
even like
sorry. We have like 5 minutes more at the end of this piece. We don't pass our time already. Just round up with we want to come.
oh,
Yeah.
okay. What I just wanted to say is this whole thing with moving with influencers or this thing is not even something that is peculiar to Osimhen. A lot of these guys, a lot of footballers, those are the kind of people that they roll with influencers, musicians, and funny people, but they just find a way to like ensure that these things do
you
not get
mean
out.
real
So like
influencers,
for last said,
real, no be Pujao. I dey hear you.
which are our senior man now, they have to like they always find a way to ensure that these things don't get out. But it's just unfortunate that this one he doesn't know how big he is, so he doesn't even know how to like hold his
Manage
people
them properly.
from outside.
Okay. That's fine. Thanks guys for like turning up today again.